In today's video, we're discussing another Power Query challenge. Easy enough, and I'm sure you're going to be able to solve it. Let's go check it out. All right, I'm in this Excel file. Let me just take 2 minutes to explain you the data and then talk about the problem. We have a very simple data here, just a couple of very regular sales related columns. We have the date, we have the product, couple of tax columns, and then we have the value. Now, there is nothing complicated in this particular data. However, if you take a look at the tax columns are always going to contain the value 1 or could contain the value 0. These are nothing but the counters for tax. Is the tax applied? That is equals to 1. If the tax is not applied, then that particular column shows you a 0. Now, in case the tax is being applied, then how are you going to know that what percentage of tax do you have to apply on the value? That information can be fetched from this tax table, which shows you that what percentage of tax do you have to apply. Now, all of this talking about the data, but what is it that I finally want you to achieve as an output? Please take a look. So on the right hand side, we have an output table here. In the output table, I just want to get 4 columns. The first column is going to be the date column, the product column, and the value column, which are nothing but the replications of the column that we already have in the data, the value, the date, and the product. The other column that I would want to calculate is nothing but the total tax column. And let's just take a look at how do we calculate that for just a second. So the first tax value here has been calculated. Tax 1 and tax 3 are applied. So I'm going to pick up the tax rates from here, 9% and 12%, apply that on the value, add them up, and that is nothing but my total tax. Okay, before I go, just a few constraints that you have to keep in mind while you're solving the problem and make sure that your solution is robust enough and it doesn't break given the constraints. Take a look at the first one. The first one is that new columns may be added in the data. So right now we have date, product, and a couple of taxes here, but tomorrow there could also be a product category column added or a product color column added, and your solution should not break in that scenario. That's one. Number 2, that right now we just have 3 tax columns. There could also be multiple tax columns in the future. Not only that, but the tax columns could also change their name. However, the tax columns will always contain the word tax for you to be able to identify that this is the tax column. Additionally, one thing that will ease off is that the names that you have for the tax columns are always going to be the same between the data table and the tax table right here. So whatever names of the columns are there here, tax columns are going to be the same tax columns in the tax table as well. 2 rules before I go. Rule number 1 is that you have to solve this using Power Query. Rule number 2 is that you have to post your answers or your M code in the comment section of my blog. I'm going to pick up the best answers and discuss that with you as a solution in the next video. For the bold-hearted, I'm just adding one extra condition or one extra constraint in case you would like to take up the complexity of the problem to the next level. Try not using the unpivot or the pivot feature of Power Query while you're building the solution for this. All right, that's been it. If you have any questions, please post them down in the comments and I'll be glad to reply. And I will see you with the answers in the next video. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you once again. Bye.